Here we are in Joseph Rodman Drake Park in the middle of Hunts Point. And inside this park, there's half a story being told, and there's another half to go.
This park exists because it's in part trying to keep this cemetery and respect the people buried here. They were the family of the slaveholders. Where that hillside, that's the African American burial ground. Among the collections of so many photos we have of New York City, there's this one photograph that shows the hillside on the southern side of the park, and it says slave burial ground on the back. And that's all the information that Philip and Justin started with. And they were able to really work with historians and school kids and other experts to try to find out about the people who were buried there.
It's been exciting to see our students who represent communities of color come in and remember a part of this community's story that has been forgotten. They all were surprised that there were people that might be buried here who weren't being remembered. That led them to ask the question, well, isn't this discrimination, or isn't there something we can do about it? Which led them to create press releases and to work with local politicians to draw awareness.
If you want to say where is the burial ground, it's here, but beyond that we don't know who was where, when they were buried, any of that information. It's such a different experience to really go and see things with your own eyes rather than just have it in the classroom. And what I hope we're able to do this semester is take the information they have and try to find ties not only to slavery as it existed in New York before 1827, but try to look for families who have ties to this area who this might be part of their story.
There's nothing here to remember them, and we'd like to be a part of supporting any mission that is here to remember their legacy.
I think it's really important for a community like the Bronx to remember the hardship that these people had to go through.
Studying these cemeteries gives us a chance to see how things have been unequal for African Americans, not just in the recent past, but back to the history of slavery. And if we can do things to bring that history forward and make those sources better known, we can get a greater sense of what it was like for people of all different colors to be in the United States.
During 2014, when we had the Remember the Forgotten ceremony, the school community, along with the greater community of Hunts Point, came together to remember the enslaved African Americans who were buried in this park but have been forgotten for the last 100 years. We're hoping to have that anonymous ground turned into an area that's being remembered, and their story is told with the rest of New York City's story.